Hi, I'm Naoko, owner of Key to Teas, and I'm excited to share with you the customer favorites tea box tasting today. If you are here online on this video, then you may have ordered this beautiful tasting set or received it as a gift, and you will notice that you have 4 beautiful, exquisite loose leaf teas, as well as 10 biodegradable sachets come with the pack. And then what I love is that you will see a tasting guide to take you through the journey. Now, not a lot of people brew all 4 teas at once, but if you are inclined to do so and you feel like you would like, then go for it. This is a great way to taste with your friends, your family, whomever you would like to share a cup of tea with. And usually when I start a tasting, I would start with the lightest flavor to the boldest flavor, and go as a flight, and then go back and what have you. Or you could, start drinking your favorite tea or what sounds lovely. What I'm excited about is that I had just launched Key to Teas in the heart of the pandemic last year in 2020. And as holiday season was coming up, I couldn't quite gauge or create a box that was a customer favorite because I hadn't had customers yet. So I could guess, because I've been in the tea industry for a while and I have engaged with so many tea lovers like yourself, and I could kind of understand what customers would love. So as I'm talking, I brewed 2 teas, but I'm actually releasing another one, as it's which is the Thi Flowery Oolong, which is in this collection. Just gonna raise it up high so you can see that. And then the Citrus Lavender Love, which will be right behind it with a few more minutes to steep. Now notice, tea steeping is not an alchemy. As long as you're using the correct temperature water, in this case 175 degrees is necessary for the blush youth green, because it is on a delicate green tea base. So if you're using a temperature that's higher than 175 degrees, you will actually scald the leaves and then release those tannins and the bitterness that you don't really, it just becomes undesirable. And it clashes with the beautiful acai fruit and the slight subtle hibiscus. And so make sure that you brew the blush youth green with 175 degrees water. So I have that brewed already, and I intentionally put it in a glass so you can see the beautiful green hue. Actually, the more hibiscus pieces you pick up in that teaspoon, it will be a little more blush rose in color, but either or, that's the beauty of specialty loose leaf tea, is that you get to experience like a whole array of experiences. So blush youth green is on a Chinese green tea base, but you'll also notice that there's like these tropical pineapple, mango top notes. They're very subtle. And then you'll have that sweet apple mid palate, and then that finish of that green tea finish. And it's low in caffeine, so you can enjoy this. I would recommend enjoying in the afternoon as you're winding down. Not necessarily in the morning, because it's not enough for me to energize me. I drink matcha, but that's a video for another time. And as I was talking about, steeping loose leaf teas is rather an art than a science. So I am releasing the Citrus Lavender Love, which really you can't overbrew. It's boiling. It's naturally caffeine free. It's a wonderful blend of botanical blends. And so the second one, everybody loves Earl Grey, don't you? I love it. I've been drinking Earl Grey for about 20 years. At least 20 years. And I am so proud to offer this beautiful Earl Grey. Look at that golden amber hue. And what I love about our Earl Grey is that it's a very subtle floral citrus bergamot, which just kind of I would say, floats on top. It wafts in your mouth, that floral citrus note, and I could just drink this all afternoon. I do have to be careful because this is medium caffeine, and I try not to drink beverages with caffeine in it after 3 p.m. I mean, the other day I think I had a matcha green tea, which is full of caffeine at 3, and I just was like wide awake. I just could not go to sleep. So and this is about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So anyway, I try not to drink even the medium caffeine teas in the afternoon post 3 p.m. But again, Earl Grey is just exquisite as is. Look at that. I already drank half of it. So as is, or a lot of people like to put in their favorite dairy of choice. So this is a place where I highly recommend plant-based dairy. It complements tea so well. So my favorite is almond milk. Also, I know people like soy milk and oat milk and macadamia, and of course, a little cow's milk is traditional as well, or even cream, which is quite luxurious, a decadent dessert, a London fog latte with a little, cream foam on top. Anyone? Yes. But if you follow me, I'm also a pastry lover, so tea and sweets go hand in hand. So I love to pair an Earl Grey with a beautiful buttery shortbread cookie. And if you're interested, I do have recipes. They're personally created by me. I love to bake as well on our website, Key to Tea. So please check those recipes out. It's under Learn on blog, and then in the food recipes. So thirdly, let's drink this Thi Flowery Oolong. I just showed you as well earlier as I was releasing the tea into the cup. This one deserves a pause. You're going to notice that there's these floral top lily notes. Not quite the orchid of the Thi Oolong, but I can't put this down. There's a creamy umami mid-palate, and then you're going to notice there's this very beautiful, subtle Asian pear finish. If you've had an Asian pear, if you haven't had an Asian pear, it's like this beautiful, juicy, fleshy, white flesh pear, and it's quite high in water content, but it's also sugary, and it's crisp in texture, and it's quite different from, let's say, like a Bosque pear. So this is just exquisite. So you'll find in the tasting notes that this is actually from Son La province, from northern Vietnam. It's grown at 3,600 high elevation, and this is a reason that I'm into keto teas, is to continue to promote and really story tell about the origins that we don't hear of frequently. And Vietnam is one of them. Vietnam is known as a coffee producing country. It's actually the second largest coffee producer in the world, second to Brazil. So, I love to share that exquisite teas were really traditional to the Vietnamese culture, but got lost, in history. So, hey, let's bring it back. So I hope you enjoy this exquisite oolong as much as I do. Of course, it is a customer favorite. And look at that. Look at these leaves that have just, these tightly, when you put it in the teapot or teacup of your choice, they're going to be tightly rolled oolong leaves. But then as you steep it, it's gonna open up like this, and you can re-infuse this. You can re-steep this about, I would say, 3 more times, and still experience a different floral, and that pear undertone is going to express itself differently as you steep along the way. But let's go back to Earl Grey too. That one you can steep 1 more time, maybe twice, and you'll still have those citrus bergamot flavors. Blush Truth Green, you can steep it 1 more time. And then last but not least is a Citrus Lavender Love. This one is also lovely. It's naturally caffeine free, So you can enjoy this in the morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime. It does have just beautiful lavender blossoms in it, which is known to be calming and soothing and relaxing. And I think the balance with the citrus is just remarkable. Now, it's I'm shooting this video in the autumn season. We're experiencing this seasonal change. But let's say if you're like in California, or if you're in, hot tropical weather, this is amazing ice. And I put it on Instagram earlier this summer that it makes an amazing cocktail with Saint Germain is how the English way, but Saint Germain is the French. Liqueur, which is an elderflower liqueur. And it's also really good, with adding a little sparkling water. And I know we're not quite out of the pandemic, but people are socializing kind of in an intimate gathering. And I would highly recommend to brew the Citrus Lavender Love cold and on ice. And you can visit the website or in my Key to Tea's Instagram for more ideas. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this really exquisite flight. Customers have responded so graciously to our Key to Tea's portfolio, and these are the top 4 winners of at least 2021. So enjoy.